Ever experienced forgetting names, right words, or appointments? Right? Yes. If you have done that.
Yes. Many of them will say
Have
yes.
you experienced losing everyday items like keys, mobile phones, specs?
Very true.
Have you ever struggled to recall recent conversations or events?
Yes.
Questions are to just, observe yourself. That's it. Just observe your own self. Have you ever felt that you also are facing some trouble with problem solving or decision making? Problems with decision making means maybe you can procrastinate, like you can think, okay, I'll not do this now, I'll do this later, like that. Let me not solve this problem now, let me solve it later. Have you ever experienced that you got lost even in familiar place? One place where you visited 2-3 times, but again you got it difficult to, locate the place.
Oh no!
Have you ever experienced that?
Yes.
Sometimes, okay. Many people say yes, you say sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you observe changes in your mood, personality, or behavior?
Quite often.
Do you observe that there is some change? So if you are experiencing this and you are just observing it right now, it's time to work on your cognitive reserve. What is cognitive reserve? Like we build our bank balance, isn't it? So that we have sufficient money whenever we will need it, we'll use it. Like that in brain, in our mind, there should be sufficient reserve so that whenever you need it, you will be able to use it. So recently one parent visited us and we work for Brighter Minds, and in Brighter Minds we keep interacting with children, teens, adults, youth in all age groups. So one parent was sharing with me that he's 42 years old. He was saying that he has started missing deadlines, meeting details, and then one day he forgot his wedding anniversary.
Oh no!
And when he forgot his wedding anniversary, then of course you can understand what would happen, right? Fights. So his son said, Dad, maybe it's time to upgrade your brain. So initially he laughed at it, but deep inside he was little concerned that he should do something. And then, few more people said that you should do something about it. So me and Rama ma'am, we thought that we should bring this topic before you and discuss about it so that we can understand. Sometimes we just ignore these things. We experience, we ignore, we move on. But if we don't work on it, if we don't do something about it, it can grow. It can become more serious. Rama ma'am, what's your opinion about it? What has been your experience?
Yeah. Ma'am, it is very, very true what you said. And I always feel, that many a times we think that it is a normal thing, or we start blaming ourselves. Okay, we start blaming ourselves. Maybe we say that it is because of our stress level has increased, right? So these are some reasons where we, convince ourselves like, okay, fine, I forgot my keys because, I was in a hurry. So these are certain reasons we give it to ourselves. But I'm sure the memory issues can grow and, it can affect our confidence level in our day-to-day life. It can affect, as you said, the parents' example who forgot the wedding anniversary, right? So definitely it is kind of a challenge for the relationship, right? It definitely affects your studies as well as, your career, because if you miss on any meetings or any part of communicating to somebody else, it can really create a disaster at a working place. So these, this memory, I must say that, we have to be serious about it, and we can do something, right? We can, in our daily activities, sometimes we forget, and it becomes our entire well-being can get disturbed. So we can do something, and we can bring small changes to train our brain and remember better. So this is something is a good news for all the listeners, and this is something which science has proven, right? Isn't it, ma'am? Research talks about it, and our brighter mind has entire brain behind it.
Right. So like you train your muscles, you work on your muscles, you build your biceps. Many of you might be going to gym, some of you would be doing yoga, and we know that we can also do something about our physical well-being like that. It's very important, very critical to work on our these aspects of the brain, because there are two things, ma'am. One is brain, other is mind. Brain is hardware part of it, and mind is software part of it, and it is boss of the body. It thinks, and then you do things, right? So basically all the things are controlled from here. So that is why it's important to take care of its health both ways, software part, hardware part. So there are certain activities, certain things that should be done for your brain, and there are certain things that should be done for your mind. So people who have been meditating, right, it's very good that you are meditating, but something needs to be done about your brain as well, because meditation regulates your mind, but hardware part you need to do something. That's why the complete methodology, how to work on it, it has to be done in a very structured way, and we need to know what to do, what not to ignore, what to do, and that's why we are discussing over this topic here, right, ma'am?
Absolutely correct, ma'am. It's very important that we should know causes, right, and how it is impacting our lives. Because
that is very critical to know, ma'am, because once we experience something but we just ignore it, that let it be, let me do something else.
We think very casually, right? We think, all of us, I mean to say, including us also. So
all of us.
Yeah, that's why we are saying that why there is a reason behind it, and so we would like to know from the people, right, ma'am? Like, can we ask
them? Right. So few people have also sent their questions. People who are here, please send your questions as well. So one person has sent, my son is not able to remember what he studied.
Correct.
Today we make him understand, and next day he forgets. Would like to improve my memory also and my son, so that I can recall Bhagavad Gita shlokas and my son can do better in studies.
Yeah, I read that. So, ma'am, first of all, I will talk about the children, right? Like the gentleman has asked about his son. So, one very important thing is that the parent needs to be, if parent has observed this, parent has to work on it, rather than saying, "Tum bhulakkad ho, you are forgetting it all the time, you don't remember, your IQ is less." These are the sentences which I have heard, and I know that many parents use it just like that. So first is that control on your tongue, so that the child does not get impacted with this kind of a words. This is number one. Second thing is that for memory development, there are various kinds of a game for the children. Okay, there are various exercise like brain gymming, which we conducted in our Brighter Mind program. Then there are Sudoku, puzzles, so many things are there. Even the board games, like take an example of chess. There are so many things where the children can be introduced such things. Automatically, slowly, gradually, the memory development takes place. And as you rightly had said, that it needs a concrete programming. It cannot be done, chess khel liya, tomorrow you just do something else and it will develop. No, it requires a step-by-step sharpening of the brain for the memory.
Very structured and ways.
And secondly, sir is asking about, reciting the shlokas. Now, we all know that this recitation is something where you keep on hearing something for a, repeated time, you automatically start remembering it. But that repetition requires a focused way. It cannot be done when you're doing multitasking. Like, I'm driving a car and then that is going on, and it is like, you are not spending focused time on it. So you need to avoid multitasking. and be focused. If I want to learn particular stanza from the Bhagavad Gita, I need to sit, repeat it 7 times every day. Morning is very, very important time where when you recite, more than 5, 6, 7 times, automatically, slowly, gradually, you'll pick up.
And consistently. You have
consistency is the greatest medicine for everything, ma'am. Everything, right? From drinking water, eating food, regular exercises, everything. Consistency in life is something which is a very important chord, which everybody needs to have it.
Like in Brighter Minds, we say, even if you practice this much, 10 minutes every day, but it has to be every day. Things are easy, things are simple. We'll give you simple activities, simple exercises, but every day.
Habit.
So, yeah, habit formation. So this every day, what I'm observing every day, one thing we are regularly experiencing, that is stress. What do you think?
Absolutely correct, ma'am. Stress.
ये बड़ी अच्छी बात कही आप.
Is there in everybody's life, but at the same time, how to overcome that is also a technique is available, right? So people need to acquire those techniques. It is you who is going to drive yourself. So it's very important that this 6-letter word, right? 6-letter word is there, but we need to know how you are going to, because even the younger kids are now using this word. So we have to be very serious about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for stress also, there are very structured techniques, simple techniques. If you just follow, you can, it becomes automatic. Stress management becomes automatic in your life. Through heartfulness, we have few techniques. If few people are interested, we can, share that. Few techniques are even available free of cost. You just need to give your time and then you experience those benefits.
Very
so
true.
This is one thing. And one thing I was thinking one day, ma'am, like in one of the Amitabh Bachchan movie, he says, "Nasha sharab mein hoti to nachti botal." So I was thinking कि अगर stress was in atmosphere, so everybody should be stressed, no? But some people are less stressed, some people are more stressed. That means stress is inside us. That is why we need
very true, ma'am. Very true. It is like again and again we say that it is you who is going to, feel that. It is who is going to carry it, and this is again a connection of a mind and a brain. So we need to learn to overcome that. It is available. It is available. It is there in the air. But how much to get it, in contact with it, it's in your hand.
Yeah. So we'll also keep sharing with you few techniques. Maybe you can experience it. And also, sleep habits. So sometimes we feel that, hey, I sleep for 7 hours. But I keep asking, how would you know if your quality of sleep was good? If in the morning you wake up and you are not very fresh, you think of just putting the alarm off, then it is not good quality sleep. That means brain is tired even in the morning.
Yeah.
You need to do some techniques related to your sleep as well. Yes, ma'am?
Very true. Because again, we will go back to this, that habit of, sleeping on time, waking up on time. Before sleeping, we have always recommended that the people need to keep their screen off. So, no gadget zone around them. So these are certain things which is very important for our connection with our memory. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the students you were sharing with me, that all the students, actually now it is very common that all the teens and all the youth and even adults, we wake up till late in night and then they scroll screens. Then if you wake up till night, there is a study that you will feel hungry, then you eat something, so
unhealthy food, ma'am. Unhealthy food intake, because children like chips, kurkure, then something snacky items are there which are there, and they keep on hogging it, which is again a very affects their body, mind, brain, everything.
So suppose some teen, some youth has studied all the night, there is a possibility that while writing exam, some things would not be recollected.
Yeah, ma'am, this I know it very well, because in our, we get so many students when we meet during the exam time. The eyes have, eyes can speak a lot. Red eyes, swollen eyes. Then, children are so mentally drained out. I mean to say, their brain is tired because overnight they sit and study. They hardly sleep for 4 to 5 hours. Okay. And they feel that they can do a great miracle. Okay. They can feel that, something will happen. They can just do that one book overnight and they will get good grades. But ultimately, when they sit for writing the paper, what happens, ma'am? The children really get blackouts. And I have seen children crying while writing the paper. Ma'am, mujhe kuch yaad nahi hai. And then, the people complain about the assessment system, examination, which is, I feel sometimes it's wrong, because, you need to understand that these are the processes which are there for life, to be developed in a very nice and a systematic manner. So parents play a very important role here, like consistency of studying regularly. Even if the exams are there, I can understand, have 1 hour late sleep, but not overnight sleeping, because main reason of that is your brain gets tired. And when the brain gets tired, it will not at all allow you to think. And that is what happens in the paper.
Because when you sleep, your memory consolidation happens in the brain. So when we sleep, ma'am, there are 4 to 5 cycles. In every cycle, there are 5 stages. In third stage, our mind should go to delta stage, deeper states. But because we sleep with so much active mind nowadays, what will I do tomorrow? What has happened today? Why that person has said something like that? So many things in the brain, right? So we are not able to go deeper into sleep, and it is happening with many of us nowadays. And because brain is not able to go to deeper states in the sleep, what happens? Memory consolidation is not, happening in the brain. That's why in short term, it might work.
Yeah.
Like children might do well in short term, but in long term, it is not going to help.
It will not at all help, ma'am. It will not at all help. And they will see the, the adverse effects of it in later in life.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is regarding sleep. You can just observe, because what we are going to do, we have created this WhatsApp group and we are going to send different activities for you to do. So on these different aspects, maybe we would be giving you a few things to do, your experience, and just give us feedback also. Many people say that eating almonds is good. How many of you know that eating almonds, walnut, it is very good for memory and brain? Turmeric, how many of you know? So just write yes if you know that.
Yeah. Many of them raise their hand also, ma'am. Ms. Sonia has raised her hand.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Mm-hmm. So many of them know that, ma'am, food habits matter a lot, right?
Matter a lot. Yeah.
What you eat, you are, right? So this is something which is very important. So while putting something in the mouth, you should think about it, from where it has come, who has prepared it, what kind of a food it is. So it's very important. If we are cautious about it, it will definitely.
So now the Chandrakant ji is saying yes, but what is the fact? So the fact is, there are few things that we know, but we don't do it regularly. So I want to ask now, if you know that almonds are good, are you eating it every day? Soak at night and then peel it in the morning and eat it. How many of you are doing it? So the point I want to say is, today whatever we are discussing, whatever we are sharing, and you also know many things, right? It's not that we are inventing the wheel again. It's not like that. But we want to start few things today so that you do things actually. Many things that you already know, many things that you might get with sharing, right? So start doing from today. That is the point of sharing all these things, right?
Yeah, it is actually revisiting the things which are already, we know it, and bringing it into your daily life.
Right.
That is something which is very important.
So 4 nuts of different kinds, 4 kinds, you can include it in the morning. Walnut, then whatever you decide, almonds, whatever you decide, you can just include. Now, how many of you are aware that overuse of phones or screens, that also impacts memory, and it is impacting a lot?
Yeah. Very true, because last time even, ma'am, we had taken a wonderful webinar for this, like screen and brain, right? So everybody is aware. So how many of them have a control on themselves? Control, or I must say, like, a kind of a understanding that we are going to say no to it. So self-control is something which is very important, and again, it has a big connection to your brain, right? Like, people keep on thinking. So, ma'am, do you know that overthinking and thinking of thinking, that is again a metacognition, which we bring it in the schools also, which is like, for the development of the children, we do that thinking of thinking. So we give that kind of an exercises to the children where problem solving is happening and all that. But in a daily life, what is happening?
And that is critical to think, like a few things you might get new, but many things you are already aware. But all these things combined, they are impacting our memories. And now researchers and studies are available that in today's scenario, it is impacting 10 times more. You will find more people forgetting. Earlier, it used to happen after 60 years, right? But now it has started after 30 years itself, 30 years of age. So it's like we say that there are many distractions, but we say that there are not distractions. We are craving for distractions. We are craving for overstimulation of screens. Let me see once. Let me see, is there any WhatsApp video? Let me just scroll for 5 minutes. And then when it happens 1 hour, we are not aware, right? So more awareness, right? So through these sessions, our purpose is to bring more awareness towards your own self, because you already know things, but knowing and implementing, we have to bridge the gap, isn't it, ma'am?
Yes. Having these things, I always believe listening, okay, after listening, definitely it has to have an impact on you, and that impact is like, action agency, which we call it in our education line. So it is very important to bring it in your daily life. So I'm sure, Surbhi ma'am, today's interaction is going to be very fruitful for the parents, because they will come to know few techniques which does not require a single rupee to implement or to bring it in their daily life.
Yeah, but we have to start doing it, and we will be sharing few activities also with you. So I'm sharing this WhatsApp group link with you. If you are there, good, thank you. If you are not there, you can just join it. And also I am sharing YouTube link with you, because this recording would be available later. Someone was asking about gut brain webinar. It is also available there. And we will keep sharing through reels, through videos, many other things. So you can just subscribe to it. And then that also motivates our team to make more things. And you can also send us the feedback. What more topics do you need from us? What more content you need from us, so that we can do things. How many of you are aware of FOMO, fear of missing out? So I'm seeing that there is one question, what is there for 70 plus years of age? So how many of you are aware of FOMO, fear of missing out? So if you are aware, just write FOMO.
Yeah.
We become very insecure. We become, like that. We start thinking, what if I don't have it?
Anxiety develops, ma'am. Anxiety is on a very higher scale when the people are having that FOMO, right? Yeah, the anxiety in them increases.
And this anxiety, FOMO, and what Rama ma'am said, overthinking, thinking of thinking, that also is very closely related to your memory. Even for children, if you see that your child always studies but is not able to write or is not able to reproduce verbally as well, then it may be like this also, that this is called amygdala hijack as well, because when I'm stressed, when I'm thinking about something else, when I'm in anxiety, that it doesn't retain. It goes in short-term memory, but it doesn't get transferred into long-term memory. So your child may be reading at that time child may feel that I know everything, but later your child will not be able to recollect. So that part also we need to address.
Yeah.
So someone is writing, ma'am, Sarita ji is writing, WhatsApp group join nahi ho raha hai.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing that link again.
Yeah.
If someone is able to join, please give me feedback.
Yeah, ma'am, there are people who are able to join. Ask her to, right click. So that...
yeah, Sarita ji, please join one more time. So maybe you are.
Yeah.
So, like Rama ma'am was saying, it may impact our life badly, right? So, what is the impact in children? When they are studying a lot and they are not able to write in exams, what I have experienced, they lose confidence. Rama ma'am, have you experienced it?
Yeah. I have experienced where the children get a lot of stress, like they feel like, this is something which we have done it too much. Like in the school, if you really look at it, ma'am, term 1 exams are there, continuous assessments are there, summative, formative and all that. And especially board classes, they do have the exams where the mock exams, prelims and all that is there. And too many exams, the children really get bogged with. And I remember you had helped us in the school where, the children had many exams and, the children had said, now I don't want to study at all. And I was worried about that batch because my another TP coordinator had told me that, Rama ma'am, we'll have to do something because all the children are together. And you know that the children have unity. They have a unity among themselves. So it was very important. And that day I will not forget where you took a session for them, right? Where you explained it to them. You very nicely explained them as a last mile program. And which made the children, their confidence level was developed. So how miracles can happen, that is something which is very, very important. Where, but this miracles doesn't happen just like that, ma'am. You require somebody to help you. You require some support and a right kind of a people to help you to overcome. So this is my experience where when the stress is there, where the children are thinking too much and they may not be able to share it with you. What is happening, and it can impact in their papers, it can impact in their studies also. So we have to be very, very careful.
So the message that we want to give is, if you feel that your child is forgetting, it's not that there is problem in your child's brain. It's not like that. Only a small change needs to be done. So please connect back with us. We will be able to help you because all the children have a lot of potential. We just need to...
Every child is genius, okay? Every child is genius. So we need to ensure that right kind of a treatment, right kind of, I must say, the handling the child is very important. How you handle is, paramount importance.
So they don't need new brain. They just need few small things, small add-ons, a small tweak, and that is how it will start changing.
And a strong connection of a happiness, joyfulness. These are very important, ma'am, because I really like the way the sessions are conducted in Heartfulness as well as in Brighter Minds, where you really feel you get charged, okay? Because children don't like nowadays lecture methods. They do not like.
They can give lecture on any topic. So they just want to have fun, and then that way they need to learn.
Yeah.
And also, ma'am, I have seen when adults forget at work, suppose you are standing in a meeting, you are going to present something and you are not getting right kind of word. How embarrassing it would be, right? That's why it is needed. Even for elderly people, I have seen, they fear memory loss. What if, I'm not...
But, ma'am, what I always feel is that there are many reasons why it is happening with adults, because many people like nowadays are very diet conscious and they skip breakfast, okay? Which is like, like science also has proven, when you keep your stomach, empty, it's like hunger is there, and that, the it definitely affects your brain. So skipping a breakfast is one reason where I have seen like it is affecting many children also. Like they come empty stomach. Capacity is increasing, therefore people don't give anything to the children to eat in the morning, and that is really affecting very badly. So this is a common reason where people are skipping breakfast. They feel, I'll take a brunch.
Especially when children are going early in the morning, many mothers I have seen, they just give a glass of milk and then we just skip breakfast. Ki subah itna nahi kha pata hai. In lunch time he will eat. So we should not give at least few things to child. Kuch to jana chahiye. There should be something with the milk, right, ma'am?
Yeah. There should be, and we had taken again a webinar where how the breakfast has to be rich. For the children, and even for the adult. So people need to really think about it. If they want their quality of a memory or their brain functioning good, then eating well in the morning is very important.
Even if your child is going early in the morning, even if you go for work early in the morning, but you can plan a day before, but just take care of your food. So like we said, that brain is like a muscle. More you work on it, more it becomes stronger. And one more thing, brain is dynamic organ. Either it can become stronger or it can decline its capabilities. It cannot remain stagnant. Either it will go up or it will go down. So it's up to us whether we want to go up or not. We want to get it stronger or not, right? So we want to improve memory. I don't think that there is anyone who doesn't want to improve memory, but many a times we think it might be harder. Maybe it will take more time. Some people might also think nothing can be done about it. It's given, by nature.
We can do it, ma'am. We can do it, right?
Yeah. So small changes like you suggested, ma'am. Don't skip your breakfast. That is one clue, right? So like that, there are different things.
Yeah. And ma'am, one more, another important aspect is like, people have a habit of a multitasking, right? So constant multitasking is something which can really hamper you. Like we have seen many people have a habit of while driving a car, they will be on the phone, right? When they are working also in the offices, they will be on the phone and they will be on the emails also. So it is not at all advisable that you do the multitasking. Do one thing at a time. That is something which you have to have a habit of it. And even if you inculcate that habit in the children, it will be very good. Like some children, parents, read and eat. Okay. No, please don't do that. While eating, only eat. While reading, only read. So this is something which is very, very important. So multitasking, I would say everybody, if they today remember this, that big no to multitasking.
Right. And there are few common myths as well. Like how many of you who are above 40 have ever thought that I'm done? Now my job is over. Whatever I could do, I have already done. It's my children's job now to improve. How many of you have thought like that?
Many of them.
So you can write yes and no. If you have never thought like that.
And ma'am, if you want to give the practical tips, because many parents are asking in the chat box also, like what are the tips for increasing the, So first and the most important thing is that, having a relaxation before going to bed. So as we rightly said, initially also, like no screen time before going to bed, sleeping in a very peaceful manner is something which is very, very important. So Surbhi ma'am, you want to give special tips day wise, or if we would like to go like this? Would you like to
I think we have been giving many tips, but what we want to do differently this time, in our WhatsApp group, I want to send one tip every day.
Okay.
Like for Monday, one tip, then for Tuesday, one. So let us do the complete week, because I have been thinking we get so many things, but then doing it is also critical. And sometimes because we feel alone that, okay, I'll do it. We don't say that we don't do it, but we say that, okay, we'll do it later, right? So let us do it on that day itself, and it would be just quick things. Let us do that, and then you can send feedback to us. How did it go? Like that, if you agree, we can do that. And
Yeah.
we can start with relaxation on Monday, as Rama ma'am has rightly said. So just give me a clue. How many of you have heartfulness relaxation? Right? If you have heartfulness relaxation with you, write yes. If you don't have it, write no. So I'll send it immediately.
Yeah, many of them, ma'am. You please share so that the people will start at least visiting it, and then it will benefit them, because that is something which is again a great asset with every one of us.
Yes.
So they can do that. Yeah.
So we are getting many no's and many yes as well.
Yes.
Yes. So one thing, heartfulness relaxation, I'll be sending, and let us do it every day, every night actually. Whenever you lie down for sleeping and children lie down and they are ready for sleeping, you can just give them this heartfulness relaxation. It's only 5 to 7 minutes technique. You just play the audio on and let children feel, or you also feel, whatever instructions are being given in that, right? So Rama ma'am, I feel that maybe I can also do that technique right away. And let our all our very close to heart members here feel it, and let's see how it goes. And then we start, and then for Tuesday we will send one technique, then for Wednesday we'll send one technique. Like that we'll do, so that you can actually apply it, and then you can keep doing it. And also we are planning one workshop in first week of May, ma'am, where we will be sharing all the brain exercises. Not all, because in 1 hour we cannot share all, but yes, important ones. And then a few mudras are there, few breathing techniques are also there, few other memory techniques are also there. We will share those things in May first week, and then we will be sharing our update here in the group.
That will be a right way of educating the people, ma'am, because people need to know the concrete pathway. And this will help them in a long run. There are many questions also coming up, ma'am. I think so. We should look at it.
I think we should take it first. Yeah, it's time to open it for questions.
And ma'am, before we go ahead, I just want to remind one more thing. Like now, as you rightly said, the relaxation technique is there. Similar way for memory, you have cleaning techniques, right?
Right.
So that also later on you can introduce it to the people. It will really help them.
Sure. So we will also learn that rejuvenation, that is called rejuvenation technique, because when you are rejuvenated, your mind is fresh, de-stressed, then it also helps, So we can go for questions now. So first question that I can see is from Supriya ji. Ma'am, at my workplace, most of the times I am not able to recall discussions happened few days or few months back. Long-term memory. Okay. Due to this, I face issues while responding on those points when come up later. I have to put a lot of energy and time to recall conversations, find out via emails, etc. Yeah. So I think Supriya ji, it's good time for you to start these techniques. We'll be sharing few tips. You can also keep connected with us. We have complete program from Brighter Minds for Adults, which also, does these particular things. And because we want to make you aware, so we also want to give you small tips every day. So it's right time to start this. Rama ma'am, you want to add something?
No, this is very right kind of a solution, ma'am, because as she's saying that she has to revisit to the emails or remember the conversation. So this is a right kind of, alarming time to get some strong support from Brighter Minds program. It will help you, ma'am. So you have given the right kind of a solution to that.
Yeah. So let's do that practically.
And sleep also, ma'am. Sleep, her routine matters a lot. So when you have one-on discussion with her, it will help her. Yeah, Sonia ji?
Yeah. So I'll connect with you. You please join that group so that we'll remain connected. You can also send me message. I can send my number. So I'm sharing my number here in our group. So you can send me, this is my WhatsApp number. You can send me message as well. All right. Thank you, Supriya ji. Now, Chandrakant ji is asking, please repeat sleep time technique. Okay. So, up to now, I have not shared any technique, Chandrakant ji, but if you are interested, yes, of course, we have few. We can share with you. Maybe one-on-one, I can discuss things with you. Thank you for asking. Okay. What more questions are you able to see, ma'am? Sita Lakshmi ji is asking, can you tell some effective memory boosting techniques? It will be very helpful for us. Yes. Thank you for asking, Sita ji, because it's time is very less and these techniques require a lot of time. So that's why we are coming up with this workshop idea, so that we can specifically work only on those techniques, not talking about it, because now you are aware, then we need to directly start with those techniques.
Yeah, ma'am. Sheetal ji saying that Rama ma'am said no to multitasking, but it's needed at workplace. Unless we do that, we can't meet the deadlines. Also are considered as outdated. But personally, me to follow one task at a time. Very true. We know that all employers, right? Yeah. Okay. They will definitely require people who can do multitasking. Correct. But do you know that when we are doing a multitasking, we are definitely giving a results to them, but how much it is affecting us? How much it is affecting us? And therefore, you must be seeing also in many corporate offices, they have a specific JDs given it to the people. Even in the schools, we do have a specific, responsibilities, accountability given to the people, stating that you focus only on these things so that we can get a quality results. So, although people say that multitasking is required, but there are many people who understand how risky the multitasking is for both the ways, for both the parties. So, we have to change the scenarios, right? And educate the people. That is what we are doing right now.
Right. Your brain doesn't love multitasking. Your employer might be loving, but your brain doesn't love it. Okay, so thank you for asking. Sapna ji is saying, my grandson falls sick at every exam. I'm so sorry. And unit test. How to address this?
Yeah.
Anxiety.
So we don't know how old the child is, but then are we giving too much of a pressure on the child's mind about the marks? This is something which we have to go back and ask ourselves. Or is the school giving too much of a pressure to the child? Like, he has to score, because I know all schools want 100% results, That's why if the child is not performing well, and even in the lower classes, they start ringing alarming bell that this is what is happening with your child, and we are very particular, or we want you to help your child, or whatever extra coaching you give it, but we want this results. So we have to look at that. Secondly, take the child into confidence first, okay, and try to understand what is happening. Does he has a fear, okay, of the exam? Is it really, child is more, some of the children I had seen, ma'am, they are more concerned about what others will get. They are not focused on their own, goals. They are more, interested in what is happening in other child's paper, or such kind of things are there. So we need to tune their mind. We need, their, regulating their mindset. So this is something which is very important. So get in touch with
red flag. Yeah, and ma'am, what you shared is a red flag. If your child talks about other children, if your child thinks about other children, that means your child is developing fixed mindset. And that is how your child will slowly lose interest in studying. Because your child wants to prove that others are also not doing. Right? So please be careful. And for these serious questions, Sapna ji, because this needs serious work. Right? It's not some casual thing. So please connect with us, and I will be happy to connect with you. Even Rama ma'am is always available for very important things. He never says no, though I have to request her in busy schedule. But yes, she never says no to us. So yes, we are there with you. Please send us message personally. We'll connect back on this. Thank you so much for the question. Last question we are taking because we are now running out of time.
Now, ma'am has said that the child is 6 years old. So, ma'am, not to worry at all. These are very, very crucial years. And the child is, he's a live clay, right?
Yeah.
So, we can mold it. So, don't worry. Get in touch with Surbhi ma'am. We will do the needful for him.
Yeah, Sapna ji, for sure. So Jagjit ji, last question we are taking. Jagjit Kaur ji is writing, ma'am, I have a question. I wrote one exam thrice, I failed. So ma'am, Jagjit ji, whenever promote saying failed, you never failed, you learned something, right? Because of few marks, I want to do it again, but my mind is too tired of studying that again and again that now I don't feel like to study. The same thing is happening with children when they are getting that anxiety for marks. Rama ma'am, same thing you are saying right now, right? Please give some thoughts on this, please.
So you have to, regenerate. Okay, you have to ensure that you get that kind of a boost for yourself to re-tamed. That is something which is very, very important. And this, nobody else can do it. You can do it, but you need a support from somebody. So that Surbhi ma'am and, Swaraj sir will give it to you, sir. You please just have one interaction. They will show you the path, how you can march ahead.
Yeah, you can of course do it. I mean, every brain has 100 billion neurons and possibility of connection is infinite. You can do it. It's just that right kind of training, right? Yes.
Growth mindset, something which is there. You should have a knot of that with you all the time. I always call it as a knot because, some certain things we only have to, push us. Because there is no, life is going to be up and down. That graph is going to be like that only for everybody.
For everyone.
Everyone. So we need only that kind of a key to ensure that every time we have to push it and make it happen.
Right. Yeah. So Rama ma'am, I think we have few more questions, but we can take it personally as well.
Yeah.
And if everyone agrees, I can give you quick relaxation. You can write yes if you really want it. And if we are running short of time, then we can say bye, and then I can send you that technique over that group, that relaxation technique. So I'm getting few yes over here. So let's do this. It's quick 5 minutes. Just close your eyes. Be very comfortable. I'm going to give you experience of heartfulness relaxation. We will start relaxation with the toes. Wiggle your toes and feel them relaxed. Sit very comfortably. Relax your feet, your ankles. Now feel that a healing energy from Mother Earth, which is very lovingly sent by Mother Earth, Mother Nature, for our own welfare, for our own well-being. With lot of gratitude in your heart, feel that the healing energy is relaxing your lower legs, your knees, your thigh muscles. That very loving healing energy from Mother Earth is relaxing your both the legs. With lot of gratefulness in your heart for Mother Earth, Mother Nature, feel that your hips, your waist, they are being relaxed. Each and every muscle is being relaxed. Very gently and slowly bring awareness to your entire back and feel that the healing energy is circulating in your entire back. and relaxing each and every particle of your back. Feel grateful for this love from Mother Earth in healing you, in relaxing you. Breathe in deeply. Inhale peace, wellness. Breathe out gently. Just relax. Allow your abdomen muscles to relax, and your chest area is also relaxing. Just try to feel it. This healing energy is now circulating in your shoulders. All stress, all tightness, any concern of frozen shoulder is just melting away with the help of this healing energy, which is sent by none other than Mother Earth. Allow your shoulders to relax completely. Feel that your biceps, your elbows, your forearms are also relaxing while this healing energy is circulating there. Relax your palms, fingers, and fingertips. Feel the energy oozing out of your fingertips and relaxing them completely and deeply. Breathe in deeply. Inhale peace and joy, wellness. Breathe out gently. Let go. Now feel that each and every muscle in your neck area is also relaxing. Allow all your facial muscles to relax. Relax your earlobes, your nose, your lips, your jaws, your cheeks. Feel that relaxing. Feel that your eyes are very softly and gently closed and completely relaxed. Gently bring awareness to your mind and feel that your mind is completely relaxed, de-stressed. All stress, all anxiety, whatever is not needed in your system, whatever is not good for your system is simply going away, relaxing your mind completely and deeply. Observe how relaxed you are from head to toe, with lot of love and gratefulness towards Mother Earth, Mother Nature for this help, for this support. Slowly bring awareness to your heart and feel that you are completely one with the highest consciousness in your heart. your heart is filled with love, joy, purity and divinity, and you are completely one with it. Now, whenever you feel ready to come out, by remaining connected with this joy and love in your heart, feel free to open your eyes very softly and gently with your big and beautiful smile. Try to maintain this condition of peace and joy. You can write down in the chat, how did you feel? This is quick, I think 3-4 minutes relaxation that can be done with children, that can be done with our elderly people, that can be done for us as well.
Everybody.
And I have seen when I do this relaxation for my child, he does very well in, even in studies, and he's a chess player, ma'am. And he's able to recall things in much better way. So these small techniques, quick techniques
will definitely
help children. Yes, they cannot meditate for longer time.
Children will not be able to do that, ma'am. And therefore, everybody should remember this, that you don't need a better brain, okay? You need better brain habits. And this is what you are introducing it right now, is one of the preliminary habit, which we can really bring it in daily life very easily.
Right. So I will send this technique over our WhatsApp group. And for Monday, we will be doing this relaxation technique before sleep. Even today, you can try it. So for today and tomorrow, relaxation. And after that, from Tuesday, we will start few activities. So every day, we will be sending you few activities. Not few, every day one activity. You can just try and then give us feedback. Thank you so much for joining us. We have few more questions, Rama ma'am. Maybe we can connect one-on-one and then do it.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. We will, because parents are writing it, some of them. They're sharing their numbers also. Some of them have joined from Canada also, ma'am, over here. So we put those numbers. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you so much.
Thank you.